I'm Paco, and you're watching Bad Witch Books. Are you ready? It is October. I am super excited for this ooky spooky booktube. It's gonna be October. It's not October yet, technically. But I'm excited. I've got a wonderful TBR for you guys. It is very into the theme of the month. I'm not doing any card pulls this month because I have curated a really good, to me, ooky, spooky, spectacular TBR. I find it. I think I got a bunch of vibes, varieties of all different types of Halloween shit. I'm really excited to just mix this all together. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna go over with my physical books first, and then we will go on to the books I don't have, which is a lot. This TBR, I don't have a lot of these books yet, which is fun because that means a lot more editing for moi. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. So, the first book we are reading this month is, Serwa, Boatengs Guide to Vampire Hunting by Roseanne A. Brown. This is the same author who did the Song of Wraith and Ruin duology, and I enjoyed that duology very much. This is her first step into middle grade, because to complete my challenge to read 6 middle grades, I have to read 3 more by the end of the year. And so, this works for that. So this is about a girl who, she comes from a very prominent line of vampire hunters, and after an incident, she is sent to live with her aunt, I believe it's her aunt or cousin, something like that, in the middle of nowhere, and go to a normal school, and she is like unprepared, and then apparently a vampire attacks. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping this gives me like Disney Channel Halloween vibes. It looks very good. I started it and it's fun already, so I am very excited to get into it. I've had a lot of fun with other Riordan Presents books, and I like this author's writing, so let's get into it. And also, love that it has a back design. Okay, next book on the TBR is going to be a spooky woods. The Wolf and the Woodsman. This is basically a fantasy with a bunch of different magic systems. I believe like there's one based on pagan and other religions. I'm not positive though, I haven't read it yet. But the thing that made me want to read this book is just the first line of the book. First, also, this looks... Oh, yeah. That's getting me in the mood for the Halloween spirit. The trees have to be tied down by sunset. When the woodsmen come, they always try to run. Ooh. Good first line. Really excited to read this book. I am interested in Ava Reed's other books. I know Juniper Thorne is in the same world as this, and then I think they just announced that she has a Lady Macbeth book. It is like a Macbeth retelling, but about Lady Macbeth, and I'm really excited to get into that when it comes out eventually. I think they just announced it, so it's not coming out anytime soon. But I'm really excited for this. Ooh. Okay. Next books are going to be 2 buddy reads. One I've read it before and one I haven't. But I am reading them with Princess from the Castle Library and the wonderful Helen. That is also known as anime, also known as 1000. So I'm really excited to read these 2 with my 2 amazing friends. Very excited for these buddy reads. So the first one is going to be a book I've already read before, but these 2 they haven't. And Hellbent is coming out next year. So it is 9th House. Don't talk about the sticker that I tried to take off terribly. But this is Leigh Bardugo's first adult book. And it is about a girl who gets accepted into Yale to join a secret society. And it has to do with like magic and stuff like that. I'm really excited to read this, especially after having read my another dark academia book, Babel. I'm still got that dark academia vibe going. So I'm excited to reread this and get ready for Hellbent coming out next year. The next book I am reading with those 2 is going to be Belladonna, which is fitting the Gothic, like, dark romance vibe of it. By dark romance, I don't think it's going to be, like, taboo dark, just, like, lighting dark. And I'm really excited to read it. I just know it's about a girl named Sigma. Everyone around her seems to be dying, so she basically also, like, starts to fall for death. So excited for that, because, like, who doesn't love death? Yeah. Who doesn't love death? Okay. Next books I'm going to be reading are books I don't own, and they are, the first one is going to be Something is Killing the Children. This is a comic that is by James Tyron IV. I've read his other work, and I've really enjoyed it, like Justice League Dark and Wind. So I'm very excited about this. All I know is horror vibe, and I'm guessing something is killing the children. But I'm really excited for this. It is, I don't know how many volumes I might read, more than one if I really enjoyed it this month. We shall see. The next book I plan to read is finally get into Mexican Gothic. I'm really excited for this. I read The Hacienda, which was described as some book, Rebecca meets Mexican Gothic. And I loved Hacienda, so I'm hoping to, like, get the same vibe and energy from Mexican Gothic. I've also read other books by Siliva Moreno-Garcia and enjoyed them. I really loved Gods and Jade and Shadow. Certain Dark Things a little, but that's one of her earlier works, so I'm excited to get into that. I'm also currently reading Daughter of Dr. Monroe. So, like, keep up the Siliva Moreno-Garcia train, and I am excited. I'm just irritated the fact that I had Mexican Gothic for the longest time. And the one time I actually did give away books, it was in that pile, and now I'm deciding to read it. And so I have to get it again. Life is not fair for me. Okay, next is going to be, let me look at my notes. My notes app come in handy. Okay, so the next book is going to be for a book club I'm not even going to be able to go to because of work. Because, side note, if you guys notice, less videos from me coming up this next couple months, like till March. Don't say anything. Don't hunt me down. I'm going to try to keep up my, my going schedule of my Wednesday vlogs and Friday videos. But if I miss a week or day, don't come at me. Work is going to be on my throat for the next couple months because basketball season is starting up and I'm going to be very busy. So, also, like, reading sprints are probably going to be happening less and less. I'm going to try to do it when I can. But if I can't, or if I'm mentally burnt out, then I'm sorry. I'm going to be, for sure, bringing them back once the season ends. So in March, we'll pick back up. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do reading sprints, though. I just don't know how often they'll be. I really do appreciate you guys who come to my reading sprints, and those who support me. So I'm going to try to bring them back, and I'm going to try to keep doing them. But work legit, like October, I had to request 3 days off because I'm going out of town for a weekend. But even with those 3 days requested off, I have like 7 off days in October as of right now. And that's just the start of busy season. So I hope you guys didn't see that I like spit it on accident. But we're not going to talk about that. So yeah, I'm going to try to keep, like, be on it, but we'll see. I'm hoping to at least stay on Wednesday and Friday schedule. But the one thing I see taking a dive is going to be my sprints. And then my book club, I took a pause this month. I already knew I was going to take a pause this month. But I have to see how this month goes to see if I'm going to continue that for next month. If not, I might have to put a pause on the book club too. Because, like, mentally, it's a lot. And I am already crying from having to see the work schedule. And not work it yet. But we will get into that. Okay. Let's get on to this TBR. Sorry, that took a minute. Okay, so the next book is going to be The Weight of Blood by Tiffany D. Jackson. From what I know, this is being described as a Carrie retelling, but Black, and I'm really excited. I've wanted to get into Tiffany Jackson's work, so I'm excited for this. This is for a book club I'm not even going to, I think I said. I hope I'm not repeating. Okay, so the next book I have is going to be The Devourers, which is a book that Helen picked for my 12 Friends, 12 Challenge read book. 12 book recs by friends. Let's say I forgot about that challenge. I forgot I was doing it, and I zoned out. Helen called me out on it. I'm not going to continue with the challenge, of course, because, like, we're already at October. But I am going to read Helen's book. It also does fit the vibe of the month, because it is a very dark fantasy, from what she tells me. And it's about werewolves. And, like, I have a vampire book. I have some, like, witchy vibes. So I just need werewolves to finish the trifecta. And I have it. And I'm excited for it. Okay. The next book is going to be the last book on this TBR. And that is King of Immortal Tithe. By, I should be more prepared, but I'm not, Ben Anderson. This is a spicy romance with about a guy who basically, this village that is being protected by the elves from the vampires, the elves have to pick wives because I guess there's something where they can't mate with themselves, and so they pick wives from this village, and the elf prince who has like a deadly touch goes to pick his bride, but her brother is like no, and like gets touched by him, but he doesn't die, and so he picks him, and then like spiciness happens, and I'm very excited. I've enjoyed his first book in this series, which was like King of Eternal Night, which is a vampire witch book, and so I'm excited for this one. And then I know the next one's a werewolf, so I'm excited. But yeah, that is my October TBR. Let me know what you guys plan to read in October. Sorry for the side note about I had to give you guys an announcement. But like I said, I'm gonna try to do my best for October and the rest of the year and like up to March, but just if you see me less and less, understand I am suffering eternally. But I will see you guys later. A scene from one of my favorite Halloween movies. A monologue that I will be lip syncing because I did it last year, but I did a song. This time I'm doing a scene. If you don't want to watch it, you can skip. But here we go.
I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't enjoy hurting anybody. I don't like guns or bombs or electric chairs. But sometimes people just won't listen. So I have to use persuasion. Besides, my parents, Sharon and Dave, generous, doting, or were they? All I ever wanted was a ballerina Barbie in her pretty pink tutu. My birthday. I was 10. And you know what they got me? Malibu Barbie. Malibu Barbie.
The nightmare.
The nerve. That's not what I wanted. That's not who I was. I was a ballerina. Graceful. Delicate. They had to go.